Oh boy, can Stevie Y do it again? Can Stevie Y pull off yet another miracle? Send another guy through waivers and have him clear? I personally doubt it, but you can let me know in the comments what you think about this. The Red Wings have sent Alex Nedeljkovic on waivers, and this is not necessarily the same sort of thing as Jakub Vrana. Vrana had that entire player's assistance program thing to go through. He was making an extended amount of money, and there was some sort of an inkling that he probably needed some more development time. Ned is not in that same boat. This is not the same situation as Vrana at all, but this is essentially Stevie Y pretty much just choosing one guy over the other. Now, when it comes to the way Nedeljkovic has played this season, I think a lot of us can agree that he hasn't really been all too great. I mean, he was already in Grand Rapids on a conditioning stint. He had a .920 save percentage and a .230 goals against in 6 games played over there. Pretty good, but with the regular Red Wings, he had an .880 save percentage, a .409 goals against, 9 games played, a negative record as well. A huge drop-off after what Nedeljkovic accomplished with the Red Wings back in 2021-2022, where he was a .900 goalie. He had a .331 goals against. Still not amazing numbers, but significantly better than what he has done this season. In exchange, the Red Wings are pretty much saying that Magnus Hellberg is going to be that de facto backup goalie. After being waved up and down everywhere the past little while and seeing him go from Detroit to Ottawa to Seattle, back to Detroit, also having a stint in Grand Rapids in there, Hellberg has proven himself as pretty much the backup for this point, while there's a little stopgap period waiting for Sebastian Cossa. Now, obviously, Hellberg is not the same sort of player as Nedeljkovic. He's a lot older. Hellberg is 31 years old, meanwhile Ned is 27. But when it comes to Magnus Hellberg, this has been a guy that has sort of been this journeyman, you know? Making himself known in different organizations, getting claimed by so many teams, having a pretty alright run in the process. I mean, the guy's at an .896 save percentage and a .281 goals against in 5 games played for the regular Red Wings so far, and he has had pretty alright numbers everywhere else that he's gone, especially in the AHL, the limited stint that he had over there. But choosing Husso and Hellberg over a guy like Nedeljkovic, when it comes to an on-ice talent evaluation point of view, I could see why Stevie Y went out there and made this decision. It's just kind of shocking to me that Nedeljkovic, the guy that the Red Wings placed so much stock into last year, and whom a lot of people said would have been a very good tandem piece alongside of Ville Husso this year, is just going to get straight up waived as a result. Now, do I expect Nedeljkovic to clear? I have no idea. I mean, the guy is making $3 million a year to the end of this season. He's not terrible. Like, okay, these are pretty terrible numbers, like, not gonna lie. But when it comes to Ned, we all kind of knew there was a bigger talent profile that this guy had, especially one that he exhibited with the Carolina Hurricanes back in 2020-2021. He had a .932 save percentage and a .190 goals against in 23 games played that season, and was the main guy for the Canes in the playoffs. Now, you could say that even though he did post up a .920 save percentage in 9 games played, that he was partially the reason why the Carolina Hurricanes were even eliminated, but Nedeljkovic still has a very good talent profile for a guy that was sort of on the cusp of breaking into a full-time NHL role just a few seasons ago. Now, another thing that I wanted to show you here, this is the Money Puck chart for NHL goaltenders with the lowest goals saved above expected numbers. Now, what this pretty much means is if you are at the bottom of this list, you are letting in goals that should not be going in, bar none. Elvis Merzlikins is first in the NHL in that category, or, excuse me, worst in the NHL in that category. You got Spencer Martin, Thatcher Demko, 2 Canucks guys on here, and then you have Alex Nedeljkovic, who is the 9th worst goaltender in the NHL when it comes to goals saved above expected. Not only is he not saving any goals that are supposed to be goals, but he's letting in shots that are not good enough to be goals on most shots. That's a very weird way of explaining it, but essentially, Nedeljkovic is letting in scoring opportunities that shouldn't be going in. And that is good enough to rank him as the 9th worst goalie in the league in this category, but at the end of the day, he's probably not going to be Detroit's problem anymore. Now, isn't he? He's probably going to get claimed. It's just kind of unfortunate to see things end the way that he has been or not end the way that he has been, but end the way that this situation has been ending in this sort of way. Because Steve Yzerman, I feel like with this situation, with the Vrana situation, I feel like he's really starting to accelerate that rebuild. He's pulling that lever, or not pulling, pushing, he's pushing it into overdrive here. Just trying to get rid of guys that don't really contribute much and who are probably not going to exhibit too much success in the immediate to short-term future, and using up other guys instead, like Magnus Hellberg, who have proved better results right now, right here. So, talk to the comments your thoughts about Nedeljkovic getting placed onto waivers. Do you think he's going to get claimed? Because I'm probably really more confident that he's going to get claimed, more so than Jakub Vrana was, because Vrana had that whole caveat with the assistance program and the development that he needed, but I mean, Nedeljkovic was pretty good last year, even better 2 years ago, and he is just a goaltender that got beaten out by the other guys on the team. So, do you think this guy's going to get claimed? We'll see tomorrow at 11 a.m. PST, but talk in the comments either way all your thoughts about Nedeljkovic getting placed on waivers. I hope you enjoyed this Juraj, and bye.